Charles MacArthur Sinclair lived in a small Texas town called Corsicana, a peaceful place where everyone seemed to know everyone else. To outsiders, he was just another working-class father, quiet, reserved, minding his business. But behind closed doors, Charles carried darkness in his eyes and a storm in his heart. His wife, Angela, had been struggling for years, struggling to keep their broken marriage from falling apart, struggling to raise their two children while Charles spent most of his time jobless, angry, and locked in his own world. Family friends noticed bruises. Whispers about violence filled the church pews, but nothing ever stuck until July 18, 2013. That night, just after midnight, a frantic 911 call came in. A fire had erupted at the Sinclair family home. Flames reached through the roof as neighbors ran out barefoot into the streets, watching the house burn to the ground. Inside were the lifeless bodies of Angela and the two children, 9-year-old Caleb and 6-year-old Ava. The fire was declared suspicious from the start. Investigators later revealed that the blaze was started using gasoline, poured deliberately in a pattern across the living room and hallway. But the most horrifying discovery was that Angela and the children weren't killed by the fire. They had been murdered before the flames ever reached them. Angela had been strangled, Caleb and Ava smothered in their beds. And Charles? He was nowhere to be found. For 48 hours, a manhunt stretched across Navarro County. Helicopters, dogs, armed police, and then, 63 miles away, Charles MacArthur Sinclair was found inside an abandoned gas station bathroom, covered in scratches and burns, hiding behind a broken vending machine. When officers pulled him out, he didn't resist. He said just 6 chilling words: "I had to end the suffering." In interrogation, Charles showed no emotion. He said he had grown tired of his life, tired of his wife's nagging, tired of being a failure. He claimed he wanted peace, for himself and for everyone around him. He believed the only way to find that peace was to destroy everything. Psychologists later described Charles as emotionally detached, highly narcissistic, and completely remorseless. He never cried, never apologized. And when asked if he regretted killing his children, he simply said, "They're better off." The trial was swift. Prosecutors painted a clear picture of a man who planned his family's execution with cold precision. He bought the gasoline 2 days before. He wrote a note, never sent, that read, "Sometimes you have to burn the past to be free." The jury took less than 3 hours to return a verdict: guilty on all counts. Charles MacArthur Sinclair was sentenced to death by lethal injection. As he stood in court, his eyes scanned the room, looking at the photos of the children he once kissed goodnight. And then, he smiled. A cold, hollow smile, the kind you never forget. Angela's sisters spoke during sentencing. Through tears, she looked directly at Charles and said, "You didn't just kill them, you erased light from this world." Sinclair remains on death row today, showing no signs of remorse, no signs of change, only a legacy of fire, ash, and irreversible loss.